the one thing that they agreed on was that the winner would be decided on whichever one could leverage the most ad hominem attacks against the other. And so it played within Donald Trump's strategy of chaos, which was a strategy in 2016 in the Republican primary debates and the presidential debates. And I ultimately think that if I was forced to choose a winner, it would be Donald Trump, because I think that he got what is closely approximate to what his campaign wanted him to achieve. And Joe Biden came nowhere near what I think that that campaign wanted out of this debate.
Can I ask you about what it means for the swing voters and the undecided? Because the polling suggests that effectively 17% of both Trump and Biden supporters have indicated they may change their vote. About 9% of other voters are not currently backing either candidate. So it's still up for grabs when we talk about the undecided vote out there. But what many people watching the debate just got was optics around intervention, argumentative type of language. What does that do for the swing or the undecided voter? Does it just turn them off rather than engage them more?
I think that debates in their best light serves two things in American politics. That one, they serve the ability to offer a set of contrasting options that allows for the voters to make a decision around what direction they would like for the country to go in. It also sows the seeds for a peaceful transition, because an inter-party dispute can be settled through deliberation, through argument. And unfortunately, what we witnessed tonight didn't come close to achieving either of those two things. I am just not quite sure how to answer your question, because I don't think if I am an undecided voter, I come away from that hour and a half feeling very comfortable about either one of those candidates being someone who has the sobering assessment and capacity that allows for us to deal with the current crisis that we're in. That the voter is undecided because they do not have an understanding of which of these two candidates will ultimately deal with the litany of crises that we're dealing with as a country. And I don't think that that hour and a half helped them make a decision at all.
Ed, when we see the VP debate coming up and then another presidential debate, what is the key issue? I didn't really get a sense last night or this night or 2.5 hours ago, actually, of what the key issue is. Now, historically, you and I might say, oh, it's the economy. But was it the key issue? Is it the key issue?
I think it was, and I think that it is. And that's the weirdest part about this to me. And as I alluded to earlier, I think that from a debate prep perspective and the debate coach's perspective, I'm sure that they communicated that to both of these candidates, that if you are President Trump, your winning coalition in 2016 comprised predominantly of folks who lived in the flyover country, the middle part of the United States, who felt that the manufacturing industries have left the country and that the ability for their children to live a life that was better than them was less at that particular moment. And that economic populism was the ticket for him, that speaking to the economic needs of those particular people and the pocketbook needs, that it was about the grocery market and not the stock market that he spoke to, and that none of that showed up this evening. If you're Joe Biden, I am flummoxed over the fact that so little time was spent talking about $750 in taxes that our president paid based upon a New York Times article on Monday during the first year of his administration. You would be hard pressed to find anyone who is employed in the United States who is paying less than $750. And yet, he could not tie that to an overall economic message around tax fairness, tax reform. What are the ways to create a just economy? What are the ways in order to peel off some of that economic populist vote that happened? I am baffled by these two and their inability to use this moment as a way of connecting with the fundamental needs of the country and the needs of those collections of people who are undecided.